In the quiet town of Alfeld, Germany, stands a building that helped launch the future. Not a cathedral or monument, but a shoe-lace factory, transparent, minimal, and radically new. This is the Fagus Factory, designed in 1912 by Walter Gropius and Adolf Meyer. A factory that didn't just produce goods, it produced modern architecture. In the early 20th century, Germany was becoming a global industrial power. Mass production was reshaping cities and society, yet architecture lagged behind, still clinging to historical styles. Enter Karl Benscheidt, a visionary industrialist who wanted his factory to embody progress. He chose two young architects, Walter Gropius and Adolf Meyer, to express this vision in architecture. In 1911, Benscheidt commissioned the redesign of the Fagus Factory, which produced wooden shoe-lace. His brief: create a building that reflected innovation, openness, and efficiency. For Gropius and Meyer, this was more than a factory. It was an opportunity to strip away the past and invent a new language, one of glass, steel, and light. The Fagus Factory marks one of the earliest realizations of modernist principles. Long before the Bauhaus, Gropius and Meyer were already redefining what a building could be. Curtain wall innovation, the most revolutionary element. Large, uninterrupted glass facades that wrap around the corners. This illusion of weightlessness was new. The walls no longer bore the load. The steel frame did. Emphasis on volume, not mass. Instead of solid walls and small windows, Gropius used planes of glass to define space. The architecture was about transparency and openness, not heaviness. Industrial rhythm and proportion. The facade is composed of repeating window modules and vertical piers, creating a mechanical rhythm, a celebration of the machine age. Function dictates form. Offices in the front, production halls in the back. Each function was legible in the architecture, a concept that would later guide the Bauhaus. Completed between 1911 and 1913, the Fagus Factory was built in phases, constantly refined by Gropius and Meyer. Glass as philosophy. The extensive glazing wasn't just about daylight. It symbolized transparency, democracy, and a new relationship between worker and workspace. Steel and brick frame. The building's load-bearing frame allowed for thin curtain walls. The steel structure was wrapped in warm yellow brick, softening the industrial image with regional character. Minimal ornament, maximum clarity. No decorative cornices or moldings. Every line, edge, and joint serves a structural or spatial purpose. The stair towers. Projecting glazed stairwells mark the corners, both functional and sculptural, showing the dynamism of movement and transparency. The Fagus Factory is more than an early modern building. It's a blueprint for an entire movement. It anticipated the international style and inspired generations of architects. It gave form to the ideals that Gropius would soon formalize in the Bauhaus. And it challenged the world to see factories, not as utilitarian boxes, but as expressions of clarity, dignity, and innovation. In 2011, the Fagus Factory was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as a foundational work of modern architecture. At Alfeld, in a factory of wood and glass, the 20th century began, not with a bang, but with a pane of glass, a steel column, and a radical vision for the world to come. If this journey through the origins of modernism has inspired you, subscribe to Space, Shape, and Scale for more cinematic explorations of the ideas, buildings, and minds that reshaped how we build, live, and see the world, brick by brick, beam by beam.